Welcome guys to another Tales of Middle-earth. As you know, I'm your channel host Adam, and today I have with me again these guys.
Will,
Zach. Oh man, their cue was right there and they missed it completely. And we are coming back with another episode of our narrative campaign holy crud, Whispers in the North. So, if you haven't watched any of the other 3 battle reports, go check them out in the links below or in the playlist, and you can get yourselves caught up. Now that you're caught up, today's mission actually has the Rivendell warband from Rivendell that was sent out to investigate a lost battalion of Rivendell knights who were investigating Angmar, or the whispers that Angmar are stirring. And so they were waylaid, your heroes and that were waylaid.
They were.
And you technically won.
I did win the scenario, but the wild wargs and specters got the better of my army.
That's true. So you have lost 2 guys?
2 guys, yeah.
2 guys. And so you have 4 left now, 4 elves. And what's happening is they're returning now to Rivendell and to report back to Elrond about their findings and that there is a dark menace growing in the north. And upon their travels back through the Trollshaws and the Ettenmoors, they find a Ranger of the North who has been surrounded by goblins, and that will take us to today's mission. I'll show you the board, show you the armies, and we'll get right into the game next. So today's evil warband being played by Zach here is 3 goblins, all with spear, 2 goblins with shield and sword, and 1 spider. Oh, that's dangerous. And so just so you know, the mission, again, we're playing on a 3x3 board, and the ranger, the unknown ranger who is fending off the attacks from the goblins, is here in the middle of the hill. 3 of these models will be set up outside of 6 inches from the ranger, and then the other 3 models will be kept off the board and will have to come in randomly, sort of like they hear the rustle of the fight or the sounds of the fight and come to it. So randomly they'll be coming on this board edge with a die roll of 1 or 2, 3 and 4, and 5 and 6, and they will be coming at the end of turn 1. They'll start rolling to come on. Will's warband for today's mission, he is still running his Rivendell list. So why don't you walk us through who you have left from your battle company and who will be here to help the Ranger of the North.
Yeah, so the survivors are MacLeod, which is he just has throwing daggers, just a regular warrior. Next we have Angrod, which is one of my sergeants, with the 1 fate point, also has throwing daggers. Thalion has a bow, also a sergeant with a fate point, and finally Elwing is my general and has throwing daggers.
Awesome. So these guys get to set up within 6 inches of this board edge here to start off the game. We'll come back with round 1 next. And the board has been set. The unknown ranger is fending off an attack from these goblins with the sounds of the battle happening. More goblins and other beasts will come to arrive. But to his aid is the elves of Rivendell. Can they get to the ranger in time to save him before he is overran? The mission will end when 1 team is broken on a roll of 1 or 2. The Rivendell warband will win if this model is alive at the end, and if that model is dead at the end when the game ends, the Moria team will win. We'll come back with priority for round 1 next. Round one, here we go. And goes to the Ranger and Rivendell folk. During the movement phase, this goblin here is attempting to climb up that rock face. So let's see what happens. And he climbs up because he gets +1 from Cave Dweller.
Forgot about that.
So the goblins here have climbed up onto the central hill and are charging towards the Ranger of the North. Can he fend them off in time for his allies to come? Over here, we'll move the 2 bow elves. Where are they?
The Ranger and the Elf.
The Ranger and the Elf, sorry, my bad. Half distance as the other ones moved up their full distance to get into combat. Now we need to see at the end of the turn 1 movement phase where these 3 guys will come on. So, Zach, who are you going to do first?
We'll go with the Spearman first.
Okay, so 1, 2 over here. Alright, so he's coming onto this board edge here.
Okay. Put him right
And he just moves on his distance.
there.
And he ends his movement right there coming on that board edge.
We're going to go with the Sword and Shield guy
Sword
next.
and Shield Goblin, where is he coming on? 4! He's coming on this board edge right here, charging up to the center. And ends his movement right there. Now the Deadly Spider, where does he come on? 5! He's coming on that board edge over there. And because the model just came in as per reinforcements, you cannot charge. So he just ends within an inch of that elf right there. Going into the shooting phase, Will, what are you going to do? Because you have the shooting attacks.
We're going to start with the throwing dagger down here at the spider right in front of him.
Okay, right there.
Yep,
Okay.
so moved, so needing a 4+.
Yes, it's a 4. And needing 4s again because it's only D3, that's a 1. Nothing. The Ranger up here is aiming his shot into the spear goblin there. He has moves, so needs 4s. Misses. He does have a might point.
He will not use them.
Alright, sounds good. And lastly over here.
The elf Cuthalions shooting into the shield and spear.
Okay.
Shield and sword.
So needs 4s. No. Priority turn 2. This is where it gets interesting. Ooh, it goes to Moria. Unless there's going to be somebody spending a might point.
There will be someone spending.
Alright. Elwing, during her heroic move that she called, is charging towards the spider there and is going to attempt her throwing daggers into him. And misses, but does charge that spider. And at the end of the heroic move, this is where the warband of Rivendell ends, with Elwing and 2 other elves charging the giant spider. Then the Ranger, seeing that he has allies, is backing up to their protection. Yeah, strength in numbers after all. End of the movement phase, this goblin has moved up towards the central hill, and all these goblins are going towards the fight that is happening over on that section. We're going to go into the movement phase, or shooting phase next. MacLeod down here is doing a throwing dagger into the front shield goblin there. Needs 4s. That's a 1. Nothing. That's a lot of 1s from your dice.
It has been a couple.
It's different than the last game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Moving right along into the fight phase, we have this one fight here only. So you have Elwing, and who else there?
Cuthalion and Angrod.
And Angrod up against the Giant Spider. Giant Spider has fight 4. Elves have fight 5 and 3 attacks. Let's see what happens and who gets the highest. We got 4 highest there, and the elves take it on fight value, and the Giant Spider is trapped. Defense 3 versus Strength 3. You need 4s. Can you do 2 wounds? Take out that spider.
Starting with Elwing, my general.
Yep. That's 1 wound, so she gets 1 experience.
Then Cuthalion, the bowman.
Yep. Does not do it.
And finally Angrod.
Angrod does do it, yes. Here we go. Priority, turn 3. Spider's taking out. With the spider being taken out, can the elves continue on? Oh, that's a cocked die. Reroll that one. 4. It goes to goblins. During the movement phase, the Ranger of the North, who they do not know his name yet, is leading a charge and calling a heroic move to try to counterattack these goblins. We'll see what happens. Cuthalion here is charging during the heroic move into that goblin there, so he's going to do his throwing dagger. Throwing dagger hits.
4.
Can he get rid of him?
5.
It's a 6. That goblin is down, and he can continue his charge into another goblin if he wants. Because they are movement 8. Oh, he's going to go back. That goblin is dead. Elwing here is charging into that goblin on top of the hill, and before she does, she's going to throw her throwing dagger, and misses. Boo. End of the heroic move. This is what the board looks like. So Elwing is up here on that one goblin, and those 4 guys are all against that goblin with sword and shield down there. We'll come back with the rest of the goblin movement next. Here we are at the end of the movement. These 2 goblins are seeming to come up together so that they can support one another. And these guys look like they might be in a very precarious situation. So no shooting. We'll do combats next. Zach is wanting to start off combats with the goblin down there, and you said you're going to be doing what? You're going to shield?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Can the goblin roll something good here? Gets a 5. Oh, there is a 6 there. It does go to the elves and the Ranger of the North. He is trapped, so let's see.
Oh, he did.
Need 5s?
5s.
Let's do Cuthalion.
Cuthalion? Can he take him out? Yes, he can, with another 6 right there. Wow. Over here we have Elwing up against one goblin there. Let's see who gets what. Ooh, the goblin gets a 6. Can he capitalize and take out Elwing? She does back up an inch. Come on. Oh, that's a 3, so nothing. Priority, turn 5. Things are getting desperate. Goes to the goblins. The end of the movement phase, the elves are on the winning path, or going towards the win, and so instead of charging in and trying to take them out, they're actually trying to stay safe, and everybody that has throwing daggers is staying within 6 inches.
And the 2 bows, so everyone's going to be shooting.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So, no more moving, you have no shooting,
Nope.
So we'll go right into the elves and the Ranger of the North. Who are you going to start with?
Start with Elwing. They all move, so they're all 4+.
Yep.
But starting with Elwing.
Okay.
5.
5?
Going
You
into
should have
the
said,
spearman.
yeah, I figured as much.
Needing a 5.
Yes. No.
We'll move the Cuthalion next. Same thing into the Spearman.
Into the spear guy? Nope.
We'll go with the Ranger.
Yep.
He can only has a clear shot at the shield.
Okay. Hits.
Needing a 6.
Yes.
Strength 2.
No.
Throwing weapon with Meglin.
Okay. Nope.
And finally, Angrod into the shield.
Yes. No. Nothing. Let's see who has priority next. Here we go. Priority goes to the elves. What are they going to do? Here we go. Going into the movement phase. What are you going to start off with, Will?
Elwing is going to charge the Spearman and throw a dagger.
Dagger throwing time. Hits. Can you kill off? No. But you do get the charge in there. And
Meglin will be charging this sword and shield.
Okay. No. And then
Angrod will charge the guy in the back.
yes. No. And then everybody else is going to come and support them, I'm assuming?
Yep.
Alright. Well, Zach, you have no movement this turn, so we'll just go right into combats next. Starting off the combats, we have Cuthalion, who's in base contact with the goblin, even though there's a gap. It's because he kept on attempting suicide and jumping down the hill. And Elwing up against him. So, who's going to get what?
Big dice roll.
The elves get double 6 and are taking it with the Blackfyre Productions dice.
It is trapped.
It is technically trapped.
So Elwing will start things off.
Those are both cocks. There you go. Elwing gets the kill. Ranger of the North and Meglin are going up against the guy there. Are you going to fight normally or shield, Zach?
Normally.
You're going to fight normally and hope you get it, eh? You're hoping to slay the guy. Oh, the Rangers of the North and Meglin do take it. It's technically not trapped because he can move back the inch. So who's this?
Ranger of the North.
Ranger of the North. No.
And Meglin.
Needing a 5. There's a 6. And that goblin is dead. Zach, how you feeling?
Rough.
Yes.
Rough.
Hands. You got one model left.
I do.
You gonna fight?
Yeah,
Of course. Here we go. We got Angron versus Goblin. They both got one! What is this? Angron takes it with fight value. Oh! And can he kill him? No, because that's another one.
of course.
That's the end of the round. So we're going to go into priority. You are broken at the beginning of next round. So let's see if you can get another guy. Priority. Here we go. 1 automatically goes to Zach. How you feeling? You need to make a courage test for that guy. Courage test for the Goblin. Here we go. You're loving it! And we'll see what happens with movement next. Goblin over here is trying to make an attempt to climb up that hill and run away. Which, you're up.
Nope, not enough.
But it's not nearly far enough away when these elves move 8 inches apiece. During Angron's move here, he's going to charge to that Goblin and see if he can slay him with a throwing dagger, and he misses. End of the movement phase, this is what it looks like. The Ranger in the north and Cthulhion are standing back as everybody else charge that Goblin. No shooting, so we'll go right into combats. Here we go. 3-on-1 with that clip face. Oh! Alright, are you going to jump?
Yes.
Alright, you are going to jump. And you're going to do your 3 strikes to see if you slay him.
Starting with L-Wing.
L-Wing gets the Goblin. And whoa! So, everybody survived out of the elves. L-Wing was able to lead her companions into victory while rescuing the Ranger of the North. We'll come back with the wrap-up, then after-action report. Alright, with the victory of the... with the Rivendell victory, L-Wing, Cthulhion, and Angron all leveled up. Nobody suffered any injuries, so you get D6 plus 4 gold, first off. So you get 6 gold, which is great. And then experience-wise, L-Wing has how much experience now? 10?
7.
7?
7.
Okay. And Angron has 5, and Cthulhion
That's 7.
has 7 as well. So who do you want to start with?
We'll start with L-Wing.
Alright, roll a D6.
Just one?
Just 1. So 4. 4 gets you a 1+1 attack or wound on L-Wing.
Ooh, that's a tough choice.
That is a tough choice.
We will be doing an attack.
+1 attack on L-Wing. Alright. Moving on next to Cthulhion.
Mm-hmm.
And what does he get? He gets a 2, which is +1 strength or defense.
He will do strength.
Alright, he's going up to strength 4. Lastly but not least, we have Angrod here. He gets to roll a d6 and let's see what happens to him. 1, he gets a +1 to his fight or shoot value.
We'll do a shoot value.
Shoot value goes up to
daggers.
2+. Sorry, correction. He's already at 3+ shoot value, so he actually goes up to fight 6 instead. And with the 6 gold, Will, what did you do for your warband?
So for Cthulhion and Angrod, I bought them both heavy armor to take them to defense 5, and then I also got a shield for Angrod to go to defense 6.
Okay.
So they will be represented by Haldir with the bow is Cthulhion, and the Rumiel model will be Angrod with the shield.
Awesome. Sounds good. We'll come back with the after-action report next. Welcome, guys, to the after-action report. You just saw the match between Will and his Rivendell warband, led by L-Wing, and the Moria Goblins.
Yeah.
Being played by Zach. Excellent. And how did it go? Will?
It went really well.
Yeah.
Really well.
Yeah, you tabled him, and he didn't lose a single guy.
No, it was a good day.
So, Zach, you're okay with this, because it's not your actual warband.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yes, that's very true.
Got rid of all the bad dice rolls for now.
That's right. So hopefully when you play your game next with your dwarves, everything will be good.
Good dice rolls.
That's right. So, the L-Wing and her company has successfully saved the Ranger of the North and have now figured out that he actually has some further information as to the forces of Angmar, and he actually was on his route south as well to try to get some assistance with dealing with them. So you'll have to come back later to find out what happens with him. Anyhow, guys, thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, ignite your hobby.